Yo, right here in the small box. See, it's been a while since we reacted to Jalopy video, but I feel like right now is a very good time since we're going to be talking about this little concert that they did. Not even little. Let me not do that. This is the 12th annual Christmas and Toy Drive concert. All right? So let's go ahead and get started and get into this. Let's go. Yo, you, right here in the small box. Right here in the small box. Welcome back to Flex Mob Reactions, only on the Flex Mob Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all doing good out there. TGIF, right? Am I right? Okay, what time is it? Time is now, damn, it's 9:25. Time moving. Jesus, I might have to do like 2 more of these and then call it. I don't want to be here forever. Ugh. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive in with this. TDE is continuing to spread joy, happiness, and do it through the love of music. So let's go ahead and join the conversation. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos or when I'm live, like right now. And let's go ahead and get started, man. Finally, let's go. Y'all know I can talk for days.
One thing that humans are gonna do and do to the end of time, right?
In general as well,
is forget what they asked for when it's right in front of them. So when you can't see it, when it's not there, when it's not in the physical, you want it, right? And then when it's right in front of you, you forget that that's what you wanted. And I say this to say, as much, even through the droughts of hip hop, where it was the lack of quality, the lack of respect for the art, etc., right?
Yo, Tiff, don't kill me, bro. Girl, stop. Like,
how many times and what was the dialogue like when we were talking about what we wanted to see at the top of the game? What was that dialogue like? Really think about it. Somebody who is compassionate, cares about the art. You see what I'm saying? Takes the art seriously. Is looking and attempting to deliver great albums every time. You see what I'm saying? All that different stuff. Right? Giving back to the community, remembering where they came from. All these different things. Maintaining the integrity of that pen. All of these different things. When I look at TDE and what TDE is able to do, and really, if you around my age or whatever, really, and you was listening to TDE in high school, right? Middle school, whatever. You also understand the level of influence, the level of game that they was given in that music that was really good for somebody like me to hear, for somebody like probably many of y'all to hear. They was doing these shows, these Christmas drives, even back then. All of these guys have done incredible things since that.
When the community gives to you, it's important to give back to that community. That's all I'm hearing right now.
Time, like since I was a kid, since that time, they've all done incredible things. Kendrick, Ab-Soul, Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, SZA, Isaiah Rashad, like everybody has done great things. Doechii's coming to do her thing. You see what I'm saying? It's TDE in general has, sir, you feel me? And yet, the only difference is their status, what they have, because they still coming back and doing these shows. They still coming back and showing up. And that's not all that they gave to the game. TDE gave a lot to the game, man. They gave a lot of new ways to do things and look at art and all this, and even now still pushing it, even with PG Lang still pushing the boundaries. TDE consistently pushing the boundaries. Every time we hear a story about this, about the behind the scenes of making albums like Control System and all this different stuff, it's always how they fought for their vision, how they fought for what they could see. And they stood by it at all costs. You see what I'm saying? While, of course, probably being flexible. Like, for TDE to still come out, even Kendrick Lamar, dog, Super Bowl, just won the biggest battle in hip-hop history. goes to the Super Bowl, does a stadium tour, not just a tour in stadiums.
That's GOAT level status. I'm sorry. To tour stadiums, bruh. Bro, that's a rare achievement you don't see in average days. I'm gonna just say that. That man must be like a god over there, bro.
He basically performed at the Super Bowl 40 times. When you really think about it.
All right, Tiny, take care. Have a great night, okay?
Right after the tour ended. Right after the tour ended. Still came back to where it began. Ab-Soul, still right there. Like, first of two of the greatest to ever do this. Right there.
Side by side.
They was two of the greatest.
But that the magical part about the concert is that they still provide the sounds that people like from that year. They had Glorilla on. I swore they brought out Glorilla either last year or the year before, if I'm correct. A lot of people look at Glorilla like, who let Memphis in here? But people like her. So of course you're going to let her perform. It makes sense. Anybody that's popping or anybody that's like a fan favorite that is like undeniable and is available, man, you get them over here and come perform for the kids.
Turn me up some. Then they was two of the greatest then. To see this now, everything that they've created and left behind, and yes, I'm including Ab-Soul. I think Ab-Soul is one of the greatest to ever do this. You can't name me 15 albums better than Control System. For them to be on this stage in this way, still, they held true to all the things that they talked about. All the things they talked about when they got the torch, when they held it down. And this is why we celebrate TDE. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's special, and they still prioritizing the message, the real message, not just the, you know what I'm saying, the real message, the human message. It's beautiful. And then don't get me started on this part.
You want to get off stage?
30 for 30.
Stay back there, all right? You move.
They brought out SZA.
Don't get me started on SZA. I remember,
shoot.
bro. I remember.
What a way to welcome her in with such a good song. But you see, okay, so watch this full circle moment. I'm so glad I went and found this. Watch this full circle moment. The same way how Kendrick was there first, and then they brought in SZA. Bro, once upon a time, SZA was the girl in the background. And then you would see the superstar walk in, like, yo, what the, like, yo, SZA used to be in the background for real, bruh. Let's not forget this moment. Let me go ahead over to Mac Watt.
I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just bring my nigga out. Where you at, my nigga?
Bro, SZA's right there in the orange. Playing the track. That she right there. She used to be in the back. Now she in the front. SZA in the front now. She the priority. She the priority. I won't forget that moment because even this moment shocked me too. Now I know a lot of people don't like this nigga, but judging by the crowd, I'm just saying, like, I haven't forgot that moment. I haven't forgot that moment when they brought him out. I'll never forget that. That was crazy over here.
Remember. You feel what I'm saying? When SZA was in that ethereal bag. You feel what I'm saying? One of my favorite songs, Warm Winds, SZA and Isaiah Rashad. Like, bruh, TDE really laid the soundtrack to my teenage years. TDE really laid so much of the soundtrack to my teenage years. When I think about TDE, such a big part of my childhood, like my teenage years, bro. All of
Oh, the Barn? Yo, Barn, what's good? That's a long ass name, bro. How you doing, bro? Welcome to the Flex Your Mind Network.
of them. Not even just Kendrick, like Absol, Schoolboy Q. We was going crazy with, you know what I'm saying, Habits and Contradictions, Oxymoron, like, bro, J-Rock. You see what I'm saying? Isaiah Rashad, Sylvia Demo, Sons Tirade. SZA really got nothing, but SZA got really damn near.
I'm glad you good.
She got a couple classics. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's, and I know so many of y'all are feeling what I'm saying right now. It's special to see what's going on here, and a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't get the experience of literally watching a underground artist break barriers, feeling like there's something different about this group, but also feeling like, can they break those barriers maintaining this style? And all they did was evolve and continue to break barriers. If you didn't get to see that from the jump, if you didn't get to see that early on and see what it's transpired into, all the debates with the people and whatever, you're not really going to understand people's connection to Kendrick Lamar. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever artist that you might have had, if you have an artist like that. Some of y'all.
See, one thing I like to say when it comes to arguments, especially the ones that I see on social media, I see a lot of senseless hate. One thing I like to say is that if you're going to hate, please be smart about it, bro. There's definitely points that you can bring up that could add towards what you believe in. But just be smart about it, bro. Because, like, when over here on this side, and then we're looking over there, and you see the senseless hate, people bringing up points with no facts, details, no knowledge, nothing. Me personally, I sit there and I look at them like, bro, you just wasting your time. Like, you could be reading something, watching a video to learn, so you don't make points like this thinking that you're smart, because it's not smart. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, at least if you're going to hate, bruh, just be smart about it. Don't make yourself look stupid, man. That's it. Like, watching this video, I completely understand what you're talking about. But in my mind, knowing how some people are, you don't even need to go this far. Just let them know, like, bro, we get the hate. But if you are going to do so, please just make sense. Because when people are out there on social media and they're not making sense, creating arguments out of nothing, y'all look dumb. Because y'all look like the ones creating the problem. And then sit there and wonder why we would never listen to you. Because you sound dumb. And I don't got time for that.
I grew up listening to, you know what I'm saying, grew up in the 90s. Like, my teenage years was in the 2010s. Y'all teenage
happened like 3-4 hours ago, and MFers are already spreading misinformation. What are you talking about?
years was probably in the 90s, the 80s. And y'all probably saw artists that y'all got to watch from the jump and see everything that they became, right? And even the legacy that they left behind. Some of y'all got to see Nas from Illmatic forward. Some of y'all got to see Jay-Z from Reasonable Doubt forward. But that's what is going on here. A lot of us got to really see TDE go crazy and break every barrier that people said that they couldn't break, and stand tall in all these moments. You feel me? So while maintaining and being the representation of protecting hip hop art form, like, this is why we celebrate TDE. Feel what I'm saying? But yeah, let's see what else we got.
Let Let me tell you something about that sample though, by Rich Boy. Throw some D's on that. Yo. That song, Throw Some D's by Rich Boy. I'm Canadian. But even I know that song is a hood spiritual. Understand me? That song, Throw Some D's on that. That is a hood. How dare you take that sample, Rich Boy? Rich Boy, how dare you take that sample? Oh my God. First time I heard that song, I was addicted to that joint. I loved it. I remember seeing the music video on BET watching 106. I'll never forget that. Growing up, I had 106 right beside me and all the other cartoons I was watching. I loved everything from BET back then. Loved it. The TV shows, the music shows, just like, y'all remember waking up Saturday morning watching BET now? I haven't forgotten. The amount of reruns, the songs that they kept playing over and over on that, Jesus. But, man, that's a part of the legacy right there, man. That's part of the legacy. Even watching The Basement with Big Tigger. Oh, buddy. Cameron, that moment when he counting money and freestyling. Man, come on, bruh. That's amazing to me. I'll never forget that. Bro, but let me tell you something. That song, Throw Some D's, bruh. My ears immediately loved what they heard. Just on the first, like, when that beat dropped. Oh, shoot. And dude started rapping. I'm just like, this song is so gas. I took that song with me everywhere I went. Y'all remember that plug-in MP3 player with the USB? I know y'all remember that. You go on LimeWire, download all your tracks, and then you take all the tracks from the folder, copy it over to the MP3 folder, and then you let it all upload, and when it's uploaded, you take that joint out, put your headphone in, start listening. Oh, my God. Don't get me started on this nostalgia.
Hey. And you know SZA in great performing both of them in great performance shape. Just did a stadium tour and coming out here and still killing it. Not coming in and mailing it out and mailing it in, like pulling up and making it happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta respect this. And then, yeah, last thing I want to say too. One thing about TDE too is that, and you tell me in the comments if you can relate, but especially as being a teenager, listening to their music and listening to how honest and vulnerable all of them were, right, in their music. Especially, I think Isaiah Rashad, I was listening to Isaiah Rashad a lot in high school. You see what I'm saying? And really good, in general. Bro. But TDE, the artists on TDE and their vulnerability really helped me see certain parts of me in a different light. Maybe the parts that I don't like, or the parts that I might not rock with, or whatever, right? Their music really set itself as a mirror, set itself as this is a human thing that you're experiencing. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Especially through rough times and boom, boom. TDE always had music. That's all I was playing. You know what I'm saying? Of course, and a few other artists that I was playing before them, but when going through tough times, boom, 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 Isaiah Rashad, Kendrick Lamar, it's just a lot of great music. And great music that reflects real life. And I know listening to Kendrick's albums felt like watching somebody go on a spiritual journey while I'm going through my spiritual journey. And knowing that whatever album that Kendrick is going to drop next, this is his spiritual checkpoint. Same thing with Ab-Soul. Same thing with, and listening to their music. And watching their interviews, you can tell like this is the way that they think. They think on a very, while it is physical, these are spiritual individuals here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm just grateful to be able to witness this in real time and witness greatness in real time. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, because greatness is a great thing. Love to see greatness out of other people and respect greatness out of other people. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new here, especially if you've been here. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. I know it's coming in the holiday season, but I'm still finna start dropping some videos. So, you feel me? I'm gonna catch y'all, man. Have a good day.
Hey, bro, phenomenal video. Phenomenal video for sure. Shout out Jalopy. Final thoughts. Honestly, my final thoughts is just based on just like what we're witnessing right now. The importance of giving back when people give is so important. You have no idea. And at this point, I'm just looking towards the future in music, because the way that they pretty much ended off 2025 for a lot of people with that concert. It's like a good way to close out the year by doing that concert, and I find that phenomenal. There's a lot of things that they do out there in LA, in California, that we can adopt here. We don't need to just take the dances. A lot of us out here schmeezing, I know. We hitting that, don't get it twisted, we hitting the schmeeze out here. Let's get it right, but there's a lot more that we can take than just a simple dance. There's a lot of things that we can learn and try to grow here as our own, based on what we're learning from others. Like, remember, over here in Canada, we have a lot of different cultures, a lot of different people. It's very diverse here. Plethora of individuals from all over the world are here. But we can't forget about our neighbors just right there. You know, we can learn from them too. There's value over there. We need to learn that here, because a lot of us still don't get it. And it disappoints me, but it's all a learning experience. We grow from these kind of things, you know? So just by witnessing this, I feel like we can do the same thing, but make it even better. You know, I can stand on my square. I believe it. I think we can do amazing with that kind of idea. Like a give back concert, you know? But are the artists here willing to do it? That's another great question. Who knows? But as far as I see it, sky's the limit, man. Damn, great video though. Great video.